So, a few months ago, my screen time app reported that I use social media about 9.5 hours a day. And I thought, wow, that's way lower than my score 2 weeks ago of 13 hours a day. I guess I'll reward myself by going on TikTok. In case it's not clear, I have what's called a behavioral addiction. A behavioral addiction is when you feel the need to do a behavior compulsively or over and over again despite it negatively affecting you. It could be shopping, video games, or in my case, the internet, social media, and my phone. In school, what they taught us about addiction boiled down to watch out for shady kids behind the slide who will peer pressure you to try substances. While substance addiction is an extremely important topic, I wish school would have told me about behavioral addiction as well. That possibly the most addictive thing of all to me would be this box with a screen that I have to carry everywhere to function in society. I remember one day, I looked at my roommate's calendar and I saw it was February. Then I opened social media on my phone. When I looked up from my phone, the calendar said May. This was one of the scariest things that has ever happened to me. I have no memory of an entire 4 months of my life. All of my consciousness was sucked into the void of my phone. There's something special about social media content. You can see one thing that makes you feel included and part of a group, then another that puts you into an angry rage, then something nice and comforting like the video equivalent of a warm, fuzzy blanket. With each scroll, it feels like rolling the dice. Maybe you'll get lucky and find a life hack that will change your life. Or maybe you'll stumble upon a video unlocking a new fear you never even knew existed. I like rolling that dice, apparently more than doing literally anything else all day. But then I wondered, do I actually like this? Am I even in control, in the driver's seat of my own brain? I wasn't sure, so I looked it up. In the 1950s, a guy at Harvard named Skinner stuck some rats in some boxes to see if he could control their behavior. The rats would press a lever and sometimes they'd get a small treat, sometimes a large treat, and sometimes nothing at all. Unlike the rats that received the same treat each time, the rats that received different treats or no treat seemed to press the lever compulsively or addictively. It reminds me of pulling the lever at a slot machine, not knowing if you will win or lose money, or when I use my thumb to scroll a new video, not knowing if it will give me joy or scar me for life. If you take away one of these things, the reward or the action, the addictive nature of the behavior can lessen, at least in my personal experience. Instead of scrolling on a phone, pointing and clicking while using a laptop seems to make me feel more in control. So, are Skinner's boxes, social media, and phones evil? I personally don't think so. I think for the majority of people, these things just don't affect them the way that they affect me and others who have a psychological, genetic, or an environmental likelihood to fall victim to addictive behaviors. Each person is different. Person A could check social media a few short times a day and keep up to date with their friends, the news, their favorite artists. And person B could open that same social media, look at it the entire day, not eat, not shower, not sleep, and not record any memories of being alive that day. I couldn't fully understand what was wrong when I lost 4 months of my life. But as each month after that passed, I realized, little by little, that my relationship with my phone wasn't healthy and something needed to change. An app I downloaded to help me manage my time even told me I would spend like 40 years, basically half of my life, on my phone. And I just don't think that's a way to live, and I don't think that's how I want to live my life. My original plan was to hold this video script until it had a happy ending. So at the end, I could be like, hey guys, I was addicted to social media, but I've got it under control, and now I can help you too. But every time I think this time I've gotten it under control, I have a relapse. But I do a little bit better each time. Recovery is not linear. And the most important thing is, even though I have relapses, I am improving. At the end of the day, the internet and social media have a lot of beauty, culture, and value to offer. And I hope one day I'll be able to have a happy update about a healthy relationship with these things. I hope by sharing my story, it can help someone out there who is struggling with this behavior. Let's keep bettering ourselves together.